Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm super happy to have you here. So we're going to dive right into your reading today. I stabbed myself yesterday while making dinner on accident. So we've got a little Band-Aid action going, but we're good. We're going to recover. We're going to live. So positive vibes. All right, guys, I like to start my readings by thanking those of you who regularly show up for them, for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. All of these things help support the channel and help support me. And I am super grateful for each and every one of you, for each and every one of the things that you do. So thank you. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am super happy to have you here as well. I hope that you'll find a message that resonates with you, but it is important to remember these are general messages, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Here we go. Guys, I really was like called to my Irish and English roots here this morning when choosing cards. It was an interesting... Huh. Guys, I picked like all fairy decks and the Mists of Avalon and Druid and Robin Hood or Robin Wood or something like that. So this is kind of interesting. I don't use these cards very often, and they are giving me interesting messages. Pisces, there's something about this fairy tales card that is giving me, it says letting go, detachment, moving on. But you know what it's giving me? That Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away when the job is done or something like that. I try very hard not to sing, but also my voice is a little bit weird this morning. It's one of those things where I'm feeling like you have really learned the art of discernment, of knowing when to hold on and knowing when to let go. And I think it is kind of a fine line, right? I'm even getting, it's like knowing when to give someone a chance and knowing when to I'm getting like consistency and inconsistency from this Merlin energy. What is going on here? Hold on, let me just sit with this energy for a second. You've transformed and you're in an energy that is like, I'm just getting this energy of, I have standards. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm worth. And I feel like there is someone on the scene here that is trying to maybe even get your attention or get you to pay attention to them or to see them or to give them an opportunity or a chance. Or there's someone that you may be observing or seeing that you're considering sort of giving some kind of opportunity or chance to. Hang on, let me sit with this for one sec. Pisces, it's like on this Merlin card, it says teacher of the old ways. And this old-fashioned energy has been coming up in your reading. And it's kind of like, setting the pace by deciding who to open up to and who not to open up to. In other words, it's like if someone shows up kind of consistently and is, you know, it's not like, oh man, how do I want to say this? It's kind of like you're teaching someone how to treat you, but not saying a word about it. Like, you have to do this for me, or I require this from you, or this is the price of doing ball. It's like I am sitting here completely unbothered. I may recognize that you are around me or in my vicinity, or that you're trying to get my attention, or that you want me to give you a chance, but you're going to have to do that day after day after day. It's like you're teaching someone how to treat you based on what you have learned from your past experiences. It's like, but I feel very silent energy. Like, I'm not saying a word. It's just that I respond to certain things and I don't respond to certain things. And it is also like I give attention. Because it's not a harsh, like, this is a really beautiful, open energy. It's just also someone who knows their worth and knows their value. And realizes that in order, like, a lot of people will show up and say, I recognize your value, I want to do this thing, and they'll disappear. And so it's like kind of this energy of like, I recognize that I have to maintain consistency and you have to maintain consistency. And then when that happens, progress can be made, or we can talk, or we can look at changing something, but there's, or, you know, work to be done. This card is about communication and relationship work to be done. So it's like, we can talk about it once you show there is something to talk about. I'm actually loving these cards. I'm like, why don't I use these? They're giving me great messages. They're kind of hard. Wow. Yeah. Pisces. Damn. You're the one directing this. You are in the driver's seat. And you're not the one taking action. It's a very unique energy. I will just say it is a very unique energy. You're not taking action, yet you're driving, whether or not this has any kind of ability to transform or take flight or become something more than it is. On the bottom of the deck, you have prophecy, guidance, direction. You are the high priestess. You are setting the direction. You are the one listening to your intuition. You are sort of guiding the path here. Then you have this love, fire, sensuality, fertility energy, and this healer, nourishment, nurture energy. And who doesn't want both, you know? Who doesn't want to feel a sense of attraction? And who doesn't want to feel like their relationship is a soft place to fall, or somewhere that they can come to feel safe and secure and be nourished to go back out into the world? You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel as though you are kind of checking both of these boxes. It's like you're creating a space where someone can actually be themselves, but it's not in such a way or to such a degree that you know how when you have like a really good friend, you just feel like you don't have to wear a mask. You feel like you can just literally be yourself, and it's so easy to laugh, and it's so easy to just find yourself really having a good time and feeling super content in their presence, because they're they allow you to be who you are. And that is love. That's the experience of it. And it feels as though it's like you're creating that space, and there is a friendship, or there is something developing on that level, but there is still this attraction. And I feel like Pisces is kind of like knowing when to use each of these energies, knowing what energy is useful at what time, almost intuitively. I feel as though you are leading someone silently through energy, through your intuition, intuitively, toward the potential for some kind of relationship. Okay? Keep in mind, we can be in all different areas of this at this time. I almost feel like these are two rains, you know, like the passion and the nurturing. It's like when you need someone to, you know, Pisces, I just feel like you know what you're doing, or you're listening very heavily to your intuition and sort of using these tools that you have at your disposal to bring some kind of transformation, or see if something has the potential to be invested in. Wow, okay. There's a tarot deck, and I think it's called the Tarot of Dreams. I'm not sure. It's by Ciro Marchetti. And in it, there is like the Palace of the Wands, the Palace of Air, the Palace of Cups, the Palace of Pentacles. And it is all about the environment that is created by like the material, like it has the support and the strong, solid foundation of the material world. But it's talking about like the environment of it. You have the Lady of, I'm gonna say Shallot here, and then you have the Abbey here. And it's like a person without a place. You know, can we survive without having, you know, the right environment? We can, but it is hard. And it is a task of actual survival, right? It's not, we're not able to, what I'm saying is like be leisurely. We're not able to sort of go through periods of discovery because we are just trying to meet our needs, right? And it's kind of like you have been in relationships like that where there isn't this really good environment created. And, you know, depending on the kind of relationship that you're in, you know, if it's a toxic relationship, I always feel like that's sort of on purpose. Toxic people don't ever really get comfortable, and they don't ever really want you to get comfortable. Getting comfortable allows you to recognize your own strength and recognize what's going on. But when you're in survival mode and you're just trying to like make it work and keep the ends met and keep the tower from falling, your focus is so far off whether or not you're happy or whether or not you can do something about it. You're just like, I have to tend to this need. This is an urgent fire that needs to be put out all of the time. And you're just kind of in fight or flight mode. And it's kind of like, Pisces, you know that that isn't what you need. And what like that brings about like codependency, right? Because it's like, I'm completely dependent on you for my survival, or you're completely dependent on me for your survival. Like, in order for me to be happy, I have to be with you, or in order for me to feel safe, I have to be with you, because there isn't a safe place for this. Well, I'm picking up on this energy of, it's kind of like, I am not, there's just, you see this energy, you see, it's like, I am not taking action. I am not going above and beyond to create, to make something work, or I have figured out how to be my own person and to exist within the way that I have sort of set my life up. And I know it's like this lantern is giving me that hermit star card kind of energy where it's like, I know what I want. And when someone shows up and they are wanting kind of the same thing, or there is the potential there between us for it, I'm not going to react right away and like jump in and try to make everything work and overgive and or just be like super conscientiously like da 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 da. I'm going to test, and I don't want to say test, but it sort of is like that, like the seriousness of that desire, you know, because it's like I have been with people who come in super strong and then they disappear, or it falls off, the energy falls off. And then it's like I'm trying to claw my way back to what it was in the beginning, and I'm kind of living here knowing that it could be that because it was that at one time and it's not anymore. And that's a horrible feeling. And it's like this sinking feeling every day, all of the time. And it's just like I'm always trying to get back to some place of the past. And that isn't living your life forward. That isn't living your life in a positive, you know, way where you're actually, you know, your best days are still in front of you. It's kind of like my best days are behind me and I'm trying to get back there all the time, and I'm just clawing my way and trying to make it work. And it's like, I'm not going to get myself in that situation again. And so there is this very relaxed energy of just like, I have kind of created a life for myself that I'm comfortable existing within, that I'm comfortable with what I have done. I am extremely sure about what I want and what I need. And when such a time comes that where it's like with this Abby energy, it's like the time is right, the person is right, the situation is right, then, you know, and it proves itself to me, then I will open up to it, or I will accept it, or I will work on it, right? And it feels as though that's what's happening here. You have this Abby card and it says purpose, serenity, shared blessings, interconnectedness. And remember yesterday, I can't remember what the word was, but it was like co-something. And I was like, this is different than codependency. Oh, cooperation. And it was different than codependency. Well, I'm getting this interconnectedness. And this is different than codependency. This is different than toxicity. This is something where it's like, yeah, you know, we are choosing to work together to build something, and we are both really working on it. And there is a sense of peace about it. Like, I'm not constantly feeling like I have to do more because you're not capable of meeting me in this space. It's like we're both kind of building this environment piece by piece, or creating this environment. Or maybe I have worked to create the environment in my life, and you too have worked to create the environment in your life, and now we're contemplating sort of joining those things together. And with this Lady of Shallot, it's like, yeah, love is up here, and there's also idealism, victim, and illusion. And so it's like, I am not going to buy into these false things that come first, come fast, and come easy. I'm waiting for the real thing, and I'm not moving a muscle until I know that we are beyond these lower vibrational energies that come fast and first. I'm waiting for this higher love. I'm waiting for this higher situation where there is something where I'm maybe even allowing you to do the work to create something that I will later show up for. But if you're not willing to do this, and you're not showing up consistently, putting brick by brick into the situation, then I am not rising to, I'm not going to rush in and be like, oh, here, let me take over. Let me help this. Let me fix this. Let me do everything for it. Because I know where that leads. That leads me to constantly being in this place where it's like, I feel that all of the world and the weight is on my shoulders, and that it's not in a supported space. Okay, Pisces. I don't know what. Let's go. I love these cards. Some of them are a little graphic, so I will cover them with stones. For Pisces. Wow, yep. Such a strong energy. Wow. Okay, you know what I'm getting? I feel almost like you're meeting someone. Yes. You're meeting someone that too is sort of in this energy. Wow, this feels almost exactly like yesterday. Although yesterday, I feel like we started off with 2 8s and now we have a 9 and an 8, but we also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So there is like a consistency in the energy, and it does feel like we're actually progressing more and more towards some kind of completion here, with the 8s and then the 8 and the 9 kind of energy. But let's just see. Holy crap. Look at this. You have a 33 on this Merlin card, and you have a 33 on this Intuition card. Okay, so you right away you have 4 3s in your reading. And the 12, it becomes a 3. So 5 3s, like right off the bat. 3s are, you know, they're lucky. They are an energy of any triad, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, body, mind, and spirit, masculine, feminine, and the divine. Any of those things. They're you know, I feel like they're a indicator of upward motion, you know, of we're moving up, we're elevating, we're, you know, maybe becoming more enlightened, maybe we're expanding, maybe we're growing, maybe it's upward movement though. It's a change in a positive direction. So I feel like there is someone here who has worked really hard. They feel they've put in the work and the energy to kind of sit at the table and be waited on. I don't mean that literally. I mean that in such a way of, you know, they don't take action or put effort or energy towards things that don't make them happy. And so it's like they're sort of in an energy where other people may try to become close to this person, but this person also sort of has their standards or has their, it's like, I'm emotionally content on my own the way I am. So if you're not elevating me, or if you're not bringing something to the table, or you haven't put your work in, or you haven't done your stuff, then I'm not interested in being your flotation device, is what I'm getting here. So take that as it resonates. But it feels as though this is interesting because it is like a meeting of two people who are similar. And it's like, I feel with this 9 of Cups, this person isn't one to generally try to prove themselves or to like put the work in, or it's not that they won't put the work in. They clearly will with the 8 of Pentacles. That's all about putting the work in. But it's kind of like they sort of let people come to them and then they decide. Rather than that they go toward people and the other person is in the decision-making seat. But there's something that this person is seeing in this card that is making them very interested. It's making them very curious. It's making them feel like, oh, wait a minute. I recognize something in you. I recognize that you've put the work in. And you know what? I've been looking for that for a really long time, and I haven't really found that in someone else. So I am curious. You have piqued my interest. I'm watching. I'm observing. And with the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, this is someone who is prepared to take action. This is someone who is prepared to, you know, step into their you know, highest and best kind of energy and really take action here. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries. The 9 of Cups is a Pisces card. I think the 8 of Pentacles is Virgo. Yeah, wow. Okay, so this is very clear, okay? So now you have these 2 9s, which, you know, oh crap, you have like 3 9s and actually you have like 4 9s. Okay. Pisces, sorry, like, I'm not trying to be all over the place here, but for me, it's confirmation when I'm saying to you these 2 8s and then this 9 and then another 9 comes out. It's confirmation from spirit. But then also I spread the 2 cards that came out together, and it's the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, which is 27, which is a 9. And then I kept noticing on this is a 27, which is a 9. I've shared with you before, like my life path is a 27-9. You might want to find out what your life path is, but that could have something, again, related, especially with the Chariot sitting here, you know? So anyway, you also have quite a few 7s and 9s here. So you're getting a lot of like angel messages. Like definitely keep your eyes open in your life for angel numbers, for repeating numbers, like as signs. You can, even if you're searching for answers when it comes to something or a particular relationship even, or a decision that may have to be made here with this 2 of Wands, you can ask your spirit guides, you can ask the angels. You can say, can you please show me an angel number, or even name a specific one, if this person has really good intentions, or if this person is really showing up, or if this is a soulmate, or whatever it is that is going to put your mind at ease. That could be a sign too, that like if you are confused, if you're not sure what the answer is and you're trying to make a decision, you could ask for help, or ask for, you know, angel numbers, or pay attention to the angel numbers. When you see an angel number, what are you thinking when you see it? You know, that may be a good indicator of, you know, your answer. But it's interesting because what I see with this 9 of Cups with the Hermit in reverse, again, this is feeling like Virgo energy. So this person may have strong Virgo. There is an energy of, you know, I am kind of in my place, and I'm kind of comfortable in my place, and I'm kind of confident and comfortable with who I am and what I've got going on, and I don't really need anything outside myself. I do have a greater idea or goal for my life. You know, in this time I've spent by myself, it's like I really know I want a solid and stable relationship, or I want one that's equitable, or you know, if I'm going to come out of being single, which are the 9s, it's going to be for this particular thing. And this person is seeing that, I feel like, in you, Pisces. So this person is kind of, I feel like, making their way to you with the Hermit in reverse. They're making moves that are at least indicative that they could be interested in not being single anymore. Or like, it's like they're coming toward you. They're not hiding away so much. They're coming around. They're showing up a little bit. You know, with the 8 of Pentacles, Pisces, I feel like you've just been sort of focused on the work that's in front of you here, possibly, because I do feel like this is your energy now, that it's being clarified by this 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I feel like you have, you know, been working on yourself, working on your environment, working on, you know, all the things that you could basically invest in to make your life a better place. But the whole time, it's like you do have this dream or this fantasy that someone would show up, like that this isn't how you spend forever. I don't know how to describe it, because I do feel like you're content in this space, but it's kind of like, this isn't my ultimate goal. You know, it's good, it's great, but ultimately, I am fantasizing about something. Ultimately, I am dreaming about experiencing something else other than what I am like currently experiencing in my material world. With the 2 of Wands, I feel like you're being presented with a choice, or like you've definitely noticed this person taking an interest in you, and you're sort of deciding for yourself if this person is enough of what you have been looking for what you're looking for in your future, if this person is going to make your future a better place. And you're in no rush to judgment. I feel like your person has made a decision maybe faster than you have. I feel like you're kind of like, I'm going to stand here at the crossroads until I'm really damn sure what the choice actually is, you know, because I want to be moving in a future direction, not in a past direction. Then you have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. And so I feel like actually this is 2 people looking at each other, seeing the potential, seeing that, wow, we are sort of equally matched. Wow, we both do sort of want the same thing. Like, wow, we could actually come together and even be a power couple, especially with the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. It's like you match my energy, you match my maybe even like status, or, you know, and status doesn't have to, it's not like wealthy or poor or whatever. It's just like my status in my community, or my status even like with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you're at my level. I see that you're at my level. And it can be that I don't often find people that I feel I can balance with, or that are even at my level. Holy moly. Holy moly. All right, we're gonna get some crystal clothing here. So we have the Star card, and then we have the Chariot and the Princess of Wands. And, you know, keep in mind, we already have the Chariot here. So I feel a decision is being made with another person that, like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go for it. We're choosing this. Because with the Six of Cups, it's like, if you're not with this person, you're thinking about this person. If this person's not with you, they're thinking about you. Instead of some blank-faced, no-named, you know, hope or dream for a relationship, it's like suddenly taking your name, your face, your shape, your everything. You have become the star. You have become this hope, this wish fulfillment, this person that makes this person feel hopeful and optimistic about their future. And maybe they have become that for you as well. Bubba, it's okay. It's okay. It's just a Sunday morning. Just relax. Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I saw here on this card, this lantern, where it was like, I'm not going to make any moves. I'm not going to do anything drastic. Like, when this comes along, this star in my lantern, when someone picks up this lantern and knows how to operate it and knows how to lead me to the promised land, then okay, I'll follow them. And with this person, remember, we have the Hermit in reverse, which has the lantern with the star in it. And this person is like, holy crap, that might be my star, what they're seeing in you. And so this energy sort of combined is, you know, giving this energy of hope and optimism for the future, of like, okay, wow, you may be my person. Holy crap, I may have met the one. And with these two chariots, with the Princess of Wands and the Two of Wands in your energy, Pisces, the Princess of Wands is like, okay, I make up my mind. Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm ready to go for it. Okay, I'm choosing this path. I'm choosing this adventure. I see it has all the earmarks of what I know I'm looking for based on what I have experienced in the past. That was not what I was looking for. I now know that, like, these things, this is what I think is going to make a successful run, a successful relationship, a successful connection. And I'm seeing it all here. And beyond that, with the Six of Cups, it's telling me that there are feelings developing here. Because it's like, what I'm dreaming of now, what I'm fantasizing about now, it isn't just a certain kind of relationship. It's you. It's a certain kind of relationship with you. You know, it's taken shape, it's taken form, and I feel it's in front of my face. And I'm in a position to take advantage of it. I'm in a position to say yes to it. I'm in a position to go for it. Because I've done the work. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. I've created a space for myself that I know is a good foundation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, somebody's making an offer, Pisces, for some kind of commitment, and something is changing dramatically in your life. I feel like this particular Wheel of Fortune is so interesting because it almost feels like different phases of one person's life. different emotions they've experienced, different parts of our life are sort of earmarked. I don't know why I keep saying earmarked, and honestly, I don't even really know what it means. It's kind of this energy of like, there is an energetic signature of each phase of our life. And it's like, yeah, those were the really dark years. Those were, you know, the years I spent growing up. Some were good, some were bad. Those were the years I really found discovering myself. Some of those years were very difficult. Some, you know, this is when I really kind of knew myself. This is when I really took charge. And then it's like, whoa, this is when I met my partner. This is when my life really started taking off, maybe. You know what I mean? And like, obviously all of the phases of our life are different, but you know, even like, because we all relate to tarot, I can tell you that they all sort of involve the same things. It's just what order and how did it happen and what did it look like and what level of spectrum was it in, you know? But you're entering a new phase of life, and it feels like with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very abundant time in your life. It's a time where things are very clear that it's happening for you. You know, it's always happening for you, but there are times in our life where it's happening for us in a very difficult way. It's like we had to learn that lesson, or we had to go through that in order to like get to the place where we understood that we have to put the work in on ourselves, and we put the work in on ourselves, and like that's all led us here. So all along it was happening for us. But this is one of those times in your life where it's like gold coins are falling from the sky. It's happening for us. You know, I'm meeting the people that are really going to be instrumental in my life. I'm getting opportunities that are really you know, going to be instrumental in the direction my life takes from this point forward. And they're all positive. They're all bringing abundance. It's all a lot of feeling like it's wish fulfillment. Like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this. I've been hoping for this. I've been dreaming of this. I've been manifesting this. With the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, I feel like someone is offering an opportunity at commitment. I feel, you know, the Page of Pentacles always has some aspect or element of spiritual lesson to me. And this is kind of like, I have learned my lessons the hard way in the past. I have learned what I don't want over and over and over again. And all of those things have been valuable, and I see the value. I found the gift. And all of them led me to the understanding of what I need to see in another person in order for there to be success, or in order for it to work out. And I am now seeing it in you, and therefore I'm offering you this. And it may be something this person feels they've never really even been able to offer anyone in the past, or they've never been so sure about offering someone in the past. But Pisces, it feels like for you, it's like this is a time in your life where it feels like things are moving without as much difficulty or as much challenge as they have in the past. And with the Hierophant, it's almost like the Hierophant for me right here is definitely representing like the commitment between two people, but it's also like when you pass a certain spiritual gate, things do get easier. Things do become clearer. Even the hard things, it's like you can see right through them. You're looking at them and you're like, yep, that's a tower moment. But you know what? That tower moment's going to teach me a lot. So you don't go through it trying to fight it the whole way. You go through it trying to learn from it the whole way. And so there is just this element of you have spiritually ascended to a place where life does just get easier. Someone wants you to make a decision, Pisces. Wow. 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 Okay. How interesting. Okay. Someone is giving you some kind of choice here coming up. There's somebody's offering you a choice. Pisces, here I am standing in front of you. What are you choosing? What do you want? And Pisces, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And this is saying to me, you want to make this decision not out of all the fear that you probably feel, right? Because we all have a fear of abandonment. We all have a fear of intimacy. We all have a fear of giving up something that is really comfortable to push ourselves to go for what it is we really want, but we can't have it unless we push beyond those fears, unless we push beyond that space that we all have within us that is human, you know, that is, well, I don't, what happens if this person ends up leaving me? What happens if I end up choosing this and then it falls apart? What happens if, you know, da 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 da. And it's like, you got a King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like this is someone who's very, very serious, and they really want an answer, and they want to know. And, you know, this is someone who is a little bit guarded. This is someone who also doesn't want to put themselves out on the line so far, so hard that, you know, they are putting themselves in this position, you know, in the position of being triggered, because we all have the fear of abandonment. We all have a fear of intimacy. It's like, how deep does it go for you? You know, where are you on the spectrum? And so this is someone who's like, listen, I'm making this offer. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting the ball in your court. I'm giving you the choice here. I'm standing in front of you, just saying, here you go. Here are your choices. What do you want? And they may do it in a kind of non-emotional way. I don't think that they are non-emotional or emotionally unavailable. I think that this is a serious question for this person. And remember, this person is coming from a space of emotional contentment on their own. I think that they don't want to risk that positioning by laying out a whole bunch of emotion on this or putting a whole lot of emotional into this. They're just sort of like, listen, I see the potential here. I think we could be a power couple. I think about you all the time, or like, you know, you have become someone super important in my life and in the enjoyment of my life. And, you know, I sense that we need to like maybe make some kind of commitment here to move forward with it. And it may just not be the super romantical thing that you dreamed about, but, and it may be trying to kind of, it may be making you feel a little bit like, oh, you know, the what ifs. But when the Five of Pentacles in reverse, there's an acknowledgement of, I don't want to make this decision from that place. So look what's on the bottom of the deck. You have the Four of Cups. I don't want to miss this opportunity. I don't want to, you know, be so focused on things that have hurt or happened in the past that didn't work out or that didn't go as planned, that I just missed this huge opportunity that's in front of me. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to tap into myself. I'm going to tap into my truth. I'm going to tap into my High Priestess energy of, you know, what is in my highest and best. I have to go within. I have to kind of consult my intuition, right? With the Four of Swords, it's like, I can't think about it. If I think about it, I will overthink it. And my ego and my mind and those fears will end up making my mind for me. So with the Four of Swords, I have to keep my fears at a distance. I have to be in control of my mind. I can't let my mind be in control of me. Boom. I make the decision and I know what I want. And with the Princess of Cups, it's like, I'll come in and I may even offer a little bit of emotion in response. I may recognize the chance that you took, the risk that you took asking, and I may give you something for it. Whoa. Look at that. Yeah. See, here it's like Spirit is really cautioning you to not get in your head, right? To not think about the past, to not relive all those things and get yourself in one of those limiting thought patterns here. With the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords, it's like when you revert to the past, when you think about the past, when you think about, well, you know, the last time I said yes, or the last time I went for it, it went like this, and like, how do I know it's not going to go? Once you start going down those paths, once you start thinking like that, you're inviting that energy into this. You're almost like corrupting something that hasn't had those experiences, doesn't have that energy signature, and you're putting it there. And so, like, look, Spirit is telling you, there's a reason you're a High Priestess and a Hangman. And this is why, because you can get lost in the depths of thinking and in your head. And this isn't that time. This is the time to pull yourself up out of that and to let your intuition guide you. Let yourself become enlightened. Let yourself see the path clearly of what is possible, and in a way of what if it all goes right, not what if it all goes wrong. I'm not saying ignore red flags. I'm not saying, you know, and it's even, you know, in this particular Five of Cups, there is red, you know, wine or blood or something spilling here. It's not that. It's that if you haven't seen them, if they don't exist here, then don't get swallowed up whole by them and get in a intrusive thought pattern about it, or second guess someone, or put past energy on a current person that doesn't belong there. It's like, keep it in the past, you know, maintain this fresh perspective. This person is taking a risk. This person, they're risking looking like a fool. That's why they got this King of Swords energy here. You know, and they are really going all in. They're going all out. This is giving me, this card right here is giving me, like, I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl, or I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking them to love me. And it's like, you know, they want to be like walking on sunshine. They're feeling all these feelings. They're feeling all this vibe. Like, yes, you know, this feels so good. Yes, this is what I've been looking for. Oh my gosh, could it be this close? Could it be at hand? It's like, don't bring heavy shit into it. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't fit here. And you have Justice on the bottom of the deck, so there's a decision made. Like, there's a choice, and there's a decision, and there's definitely a strong conversation. And this is just like, I feel like Spirit is saying, Pisces, don't get in your head. Just don't go there. We cannot control very many things in life. The one thing we can control is our thoughts. And so we don't want to do it. We don't want to let our thoughts control us. We always want to be in control of them. I feel like someone is super serious about committing to you, Pisces. Oh my God, I say that. Wow. You guys have been getting this Seven of Swords energy in a lot of your readings lately. And I keep picking up on this feeling of someone who doesn't want you to know what they really see in this relationship or how they really feel. It's like, this person, I keep feeling every time I clarify it, it comes up with like the 10 of Cups. It's like this person sees you as someone that's going to make them incredibly happy. And it's like they don't want you to know. Well, the Seven of Swords is in reverse, clarifying the High Priest, which is making me feel that, yep, this person's coming clean. You know, they are, oh my God. You guys, seriously, what in the world? Look at the cards that are clarifying. I'm clarifying the Seven of Swords. Again, see, you have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Swords is a misalignment. It's something where it's like, it's deceptive. It's something where it's like some impression I'm giving you, or something that I'm saying, or something that I'm doing is actually not in alignment with how I feel or what I think. This person wants to bring clarity to the fact that they see you as a long-term partner here. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. This person they've made up their mind. They've made up their decision. They're trying to let you know, like they feel this is a fated relationship. Honestly, they feel there's a soul contract, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. And they feel like this is a fated thing. This is happening at this time for a reason. This is a soul connection. They feel, with the Queen of Pentacles, they see you as someone very nurturing, very loving, very abundant, someone that they can rely on for life, you know? And with the Ace of Swords, it's like they're coming clean. This is what they've been deceptive. They have not told you this, or they've tried to not let you see this. But it's here, and God, you guys are getting Justice all over the place. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. Some of you may be dealing with a fixed sign. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Taurus or an Aries. You have the Hierophant. You have the Emperor coming out a lot. But yeah, this person is ready to commit. For sure. Like the Hierophant coming out twice, like this person is ready to experience something different, something more. They're ready to take something to a deeper level. Four of Wands, they have, you know, this is a card of like marriage. This is a card of commitment. It's also a card of like where our manifestations are actually happening. You know, they're showing up in our real life. This person thinks you're the answer to their prayer. Queen of Swords. I feel like we had the King of Swords. I feel like this person understands that you also have this part of you. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Ah, Pisces, my heart can't handle this reading. They feel like you also have this part of yourself where you can be a little bit detached, the same way they came across like the King of Swords when they're offering you this choice. They're putting this choice in front of you. They're saying this is a logical, solid, strong, smart investment, like duh. But they also know with you that you are someone that if your answer is no, your answer is going to be no. If you, like with the Queen of Swords, it's like you're discerning. You too have been through your own stuff and you have earned your way to the place that you are. And that you're not going to just open up and let someone in that hasn't shown you some level of consistency and some level of promise that you've never seen before. And you can see here, you have the Seven of Pentacles with the Three of Wands with the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This person has carefully considered this energy of detachment that you give off of like, yeah, okay, I like, it's kind of like that no scrubs feeling. It's like a TLC song from the 90s, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But this person has considered this and they have done their best to plan and strategize and take their time and not rush something. With the Knight of Wands, this is how they have come in. They have intentionally considered that you two are in a space that they were in with that Nine of Cups and that Eight of Pentacles, where it's like you have done the work. You deserve someone who's actually going to show up and show up consistently. And they have tried to show you that by investing in this relationship and by being careful and by making strategic moves when it comes to coming towards you. They've wanted you the whole time. They've desired this the whole time, but they have been very measured or very tempered in their approach here so as not to like freak you out and get the sword to the throat. You know what I mean? It's like they know that you're sensible. They know that the Queen of Swords is approachable, you know, but the Queen of Swords is also willing to cut you off. And so this person has come at you in a way in which they have not given you any reason to cut them off. And that they have done this so super intentionally. It's not that they didn't want to just come right directly at you the moment that they saw you. The moment they saw you, they saw something in you that was something they knew they were looking for. But they also saw something in you that they recognized within themselves. And it's like they didn't want to try hard. Like people who came in and were like, I am your perfect person and let me show you all the ways. You know, they were like, no, thank you. Like, that's definitely not what I'm looking for. And there's just a certain amount of authenticity in the Queen and King of Swords. I'm a Libra. And it's kind of like, I am not going to bullshit you. Like, you will know how I feel about you by the way that I treat you. And if I let you in, it is because you have like really earned your way in. It is because you have shown up. It is because you have been consistent. It's not because I'm desperate, not because I'm begging, not because I have a crush on you or, you know, it would be fun to like see what it would be like or, you know, no, it is like I'm a very serious person. I'm very discerning. My mental sharpness is always kind of on point and I'm paying attention to everything. And if you can make a match with a Queen and a King of Swords, it is something that has a lot of potential because there's no bullshit. There is a certain level of authenticity involved in the swords. You know, what I think I say. And so that's authentic. And that's what I see here. It's like, yeah, this person desired you, desired this opportunity, but they recognized in you what they recognize in themselves, which is you got to earn your way in. And this person, that they have set out to do that. They have tried. They've been planning. They've been strategizing. They've been investing a little bit at a time, trying to like build trust and build something here before kind of like rushing in and asking you to make some kind of decision. And they've decided that now is the time for this decision, and they're going to present you with a choice, and they're hoping that, you know, you don't cut them off. They're hoping that you see the logic and the reason and the balance and the equity and the power couple that they see here. And you do. I feel that you do. All right, Pisces. Let me see. We're going to get some messages. If you're dealing with a water sign, I wish I could listen to your voice for days on end. I tried to stop these feelings for you, but now you are burning hotter and brighter than ever within me. I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. If you're dealing with a fire sign, how do I get you alone? Thank you for your beautiful presence in my life. I want to be there for you, there to take care of you. I want to create with you, and our love can power galaxies. Yeah, that is definitely in alignment with the feelings that I got during this reading. If you're dealing with an earth sign, everything I do reminds me of you. It's heartbreaking we can't have more than we do now. I've never cared so deeply for someone before, and I wasn't looking for this. I don't know how to deal with this. If you are dealing with an air sign, you're like my long lost best friend. I can't bear to build it all again, to watch it wash away. It's like we're star-crossed lovers. Will we ever make it work? And I didn't fall in love with you because I have always loved you and always will. Dang, Pisces, this is a very promising situation. I feel like I really am into this energy. I'm into your energy here with the Gossamer Princess, someone who really knows their worth and their value and is waiting for someone who consistently shows up. And yeah, I like their energy, seeing in you what they have been looking for. So I hope this all works out. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments. And gosh, until next time, guys, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.